Ay, siya Bisaya na lang tani, kay puro sa Bisaya. Ay,
Hello, hello. We are live. We are live once again, guys. I am hoping you guys are following us, and yes, murag among mga faces is all over social media because we are on fire na jud meron oy, on fire na jud. So, um we are live now, and we are trying to start our live. So good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. This is our episode 3 for our weekly live. We have some on Tuesdays and we have some on Thursdays. And also we have a guest all the way from Australia as well. But before anything else, I will introduce myself. My name is Angel. I am originally from Cebu, Philippines. Now I am here in Missouri, USA. I am a mom, a social worker by profession, and I have been running this business for quite some time. And so today we are going to talk about how our hustle become our harmony. So what did we had before is we started this business, and what changed us since we started this business. So it's a transition, you know. We have different cultures, and although this is a highlight for our guest today as she share her journey about this business and answer this $1 million question. But for now, we will answer the question, and we will save the best for last, since our guest is our inspiration, and we try to bring different business owners here so that they can resonate with us, or any business owner story is important because we learn from them, whether they're newbies, whether they're seasoned business owners, we learn from them. So let's bring Sis Leonie in the stage. Sis Leonie,
Oo.
share where you're from, and answer our $1 million question.
sis,
Hi
I thought
everyone.
you're bringing
Ah,
Bro Ryan first.
Oh,
you
naunahon
want
sa
to say Ryan? I was gonna say go
Ryan
Ryan.
first.
Okay,
Ryan first.
make me
Because
surprised.
he is in a very time-sensitive
Tight
situation.
schedule. Yes, Ryan is right. This
Okay,
is an
go
example
ahead.
of how flexible this business is because Ryan is on break. So let's start with Ryan, and then he has to introduce himself and answer the $1 million question. Ryan, go
Okay.
ahead.
Ate Leonie, sorry for that, Ate
It's
Leonie, but
okay. That's
I
why
was
make me surprised too. It's okay.
I was really shocked with, oh my god, my time is up to 10:20. But anyway, let's make it short. I am Ryan Alexander Lim. I'm a nurse by profession, a nurse educator for 19 years. So I used to start working 2006. So I'm from Lapu-Lapu, Cebu. Then I am also here. I'm a dad of two and of course a husband, a loving husband to my wife. So welcome to our $1 million question. What did surviving look like before and what changed? Okay. So as a nurse educator back in the Philippines, I used to travel a lot. I used to go to several places, and that means missing milestones of my kid. That was Calex before then. So I used to work long hours just to make ends meet because that's the reality of life. So I have my 8 to 5 job, which is the face-to-face lecture. Then apart from that, I have my 8 to 12 midnight online job, which is to teach students who are going to take the NCLEX examination for abroad, like for example, US, Canada, or Australia. So again, my life before is like 1 month I am away from the house. I will just go home and leave my laundry, and then that is what our helper told us. see, our helper told me that I just went home and then go back to other places again. So missing precious family moments, those were the days. But since I joined this business, I was able to actually, my dream for this business is to bring my wife back home. She is working in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia back then. And then uh, this this is there are really great opportunities abroad, and this is part of abundance, guys, because we don't expect that we will be migrating to the US. And with this business, of course, here in the US, we don't have help, or we are alone in the house doing the household chores and everything, juggling family time, juggling taking care of the kids. And what I love about this business is it can go along with our job at the same time being a dad or a busy parent. So it goes harmoniously as what at Angel have told us. So I shifted from surviving to thriving this business because I gain uh, time freedom with my kids and the ability to be present with them. So it's a good way also because sometimes there are blessings with our digital business. So we have incomes, we have checks that is coming while taking care of the kids, while at the playground. That is a beauty of the business. So I created an income that works for me, not the other way around. So it's also good because I was able to teach my kids that this is what daddy is doing, so that he will just when will be doing this, like for example go live, then he will just sit down and just wait for me before we will play again. So that is the importance of this digital business. It works for us and not us working for the other businesses or for our work. So most importantly, I considered or I discovered the purpose in this business, the confidence and the vision also of helping other parents or helping other nurses have this digital business also. So I think that's it at the Angel. Thank you so much.
Wow, that is a good one because before Ryan was just surviving, working and leaving his laundry and then going back to work, missing his oldest son's milestone. That's what it means that he thought his job was, I mean, he loved his job. I'm sure. I have Ryan. We talk all the time, and I know how much he loved to teach and how much he wants to inspire his nursing student because he's already applying a lot of the things that he learned from the business. But that was just surviving. He thought about it. He said, I can't continue to survive like this, that I just leave my laundry and then leave my kids. And so then when he found this business, he was able to now, if you have seen Ryan all over Facebook and everything, he is now almost 100% present parent. He plays with his kid. I mean, he still is working, but he is a present parent on every milestone, especially now that his oldest is a lot older. So he has more curiosity, he has more questions, and then the little one, he has witnessed that baby grow up, and so I think that changed a lot for him. So thank you, Ryan, for sharing that. Now we're gonna bring to all the way to Canada, Sis Mako, your turn.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. So welcome again to another episode of our Real Talk Real People. So I'm going to introduce myself right away. So my name is Miko. So I'm here in Edmonton in Alberta, Canada, originally from Cebu, Philippines. I'm a child of God, wife, mom of three, and of course, a digital business owner. So my full-time career is in public service. It's a stable work for me. I'm thankful for that. Anyway, regarding our $1 million question, so hustle to harmony. So, well, surviving. So before getting into the business, although I have a stable job, I found this business prior to being in public service. I was in food service before. Um, Life before is a survival mode for me, hustling hard, living paycheck to paycheck, but really not moving forward, right? Um, there was when we early on the early years when we came to Canada, um, my mom passed away, and it really took a toll on our financial health. Sending money back home to support her and my dad, and then also raising our family here. So we ended up really heavy on debts, overdue bills, all that debts piling up. We were stressed, so that was survival for me before the business. And um, sometimes you have to say no to what your kids want because it you just don't have the financial capacity during that time, and always in hustle mode, right? Wake up, work, prepare for work, and get back home, and then again. So there was no there was no balance, and then no peace, and just exhaustion. But that time when I was really looking for something to help us financially, me and my husband, so we prayed to God for a way to really uh, find a way to lift us out of the situation. And I was really looking for something that I can do online because during that time I was also a full time student and I was working in food service. So, and then God showed us this online business, which really is it complements my life, right? Working in public service and then having this business on the side. Like even during lunchtime, I can run the business at night, early morning. So yeah, I know I'm skeptical at first, but then uh, with the community, our global community, our like training site, what shifted for me is my mindset that like I can get out of the survival mode. With the business, so I became optimistic of the future for me and my family, and especially if you start earning now, and then not only that, but the mindset shift because of all the trainings being provided in our community. It really helps because everything starts in the mind, like whatever you think, and then it really affects how you do things in your life, professionally, personally, or even in business. So that mindset really harmonized, the shift in our mind, in my mindset really harmonized everything. That okay, now I believe God lead me to this business, and now I'm hopeful for our future. So there is that harmony, no more, and the anxiety, of the future. So that really helped me. So that's uh, now, even though challenges come, right? So like, I take it in a positive way that okay, this too shall pass, right? And the extra income that this business is what is like, you know, giving us, the breathing space that, we can have extra money, right? To pay for expenses, not only for expenses, but those little things that the kids will ask. And um, yeah, so if you are in a survival mode, let me just tell you that there is a way in getting out of that survival mode. So, yeah, that's my sharing, Sis Angel. Back to you.
Thank you, sis. Yeah, that's very true. Sis Mako, before I met her, I was also in a survival mode. I was just like, it's the culture that we have. We always like to help. We always like to help our family back home, or we always like to help relatives back home, or anybody that we want to help. And it feels like I think all the immigrants can relate if they have a lot of families still back home, where they these people, our family, think that we are making so much money here, not realizing they didn't know that we're hustling because it's not enough for us even that's here, and very true. Things happen, circumstances happen, and that makes us feel like, gets us anxious about if we can even afford this, or if we have the money for that. But this business opened us a lot of opportunities, not just be able to be financially helpful to our family, but also be able to learn how to recognize that we can do it. We have that door, that even opening that window to try something is giving us an opportunity to learn that we can do it. Anything is possible if we just believe that we can do it. So thank you, Sis Mako. Now we're gonna go to finally to Ate Leonie, also from Canada, Toronto, Canada. Ate, share your introduce yourself and answer the $1 million question.
Thank you, Angel. Hi everyone. My name is Leonie, a mom of three, and I live here in Toronto, Canada. I work as a personal support worker. And our $1 million question is, what did surviving look like for you before, and what changed since you joined the business? Before I joined the digital business, I feel like a survival mood, like working too hard, juggling responsibilities, worried for the future, and you know we don't know already what's going on, especially when the pandemic came. So we cannot really guarantee our job, right? And that thinking me like I'm also getting old. So when I found this digital business, everything changed, especially my mindset that I don't need to worry for the future because I discovered the right system, that I'm in the right path. And I see possibilities for this business. And now I feel more in harmony. I'm still working hard, but I'm not longer worried too much now because I believe in God, and I will do my best that I will be success in this business. And I'm trust with Him. I'm building something for myself and for my family, and be more confidence and more hope to come. And this business give me balance, growth, and a vision for my future. That's it. And a little bit short for me, Angel. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Leonie. That's true. This business, and not just that, I would say everyone in this panel is a hustler. I mean, we like to try different side hustles. I'm sure Sis Mako over here could probably relate because she have tried different side hustles before she found this digital business is gold mine. I mean, there is a lot there in the online space. There's so much. I didn't even realize there's so much, until I joined this gold mine here. I'm glad that I did because what others can offer might be good at first, but is it really a lifetime? So you have to find the right business. You have to find that you have to put your faith in this business because it's not a get rich quick scheme, and it depends on how you run your business. So now, enough for my story. We have a wonderful guest all the way from Australia that she's going to share her story and answer the $1 million question, and why and what made her jump into this business, and why this business is um turned into a harmony for her, because she's a healthcare worker. And as healthcare workers, and I'm sure Ryan could relate to that as well, because they work so many hours, and they're burnt out. And so, what made her jump into this business? What was that survival mode that she said, you know what, I am done. I need something that could make me feel at ease and my family at ease. Any plans that she has that she's starting to work on because of this business is the reason she's going to share on this live. So, let's bring our guest, Sister Naomi from Australia. Introduce yourself and tell us how you discovered this business, and now what made this business special for you.
Thank you so much, my sister. Good to see you all. This is the beauty of this business. Now I'm having plenty of connections and friends. So that's the best thing about this business, despite money, the connections and the love. Yeah, so my name is Naomi. I'm a wife and a mom of 2 teenage boys. And I'm currently living in Australia. I'm originally from Kenya, so I live in Australia with my family. Now, before the business, my survival mode, let me share what I went through or what was happening. Now, living in Australia, I came in Australia after joining my husband. I joined my husband after 2 years of him coming here to study. The child come to study, came in, we paid school fees, and our children, we were separated with our boys for a few years. It was not easy, and then they later joined us. So you can imagine the separation. Now, when they came in here, especially after COVID-19, the economy changed and everything was expensive. Now, I started my survival mode, working full-time job, adding another job on top, and sometimes 3 jobs, and sometimes extra overtime, at least to support my husband, to pay the bills, pay the school fees for our boys, and the bills and the rent, and supporting our families back home. I'm the firstborn, and unfortunately, my parents passed away. My mom recently, So I had to support my family back home, and I realized it wasn't enough. I wasn't able sometimes to support my family as well, and this was breaking my heart because I had someone who is ready to help, and I have a heart of helping. And when I'm not able to help, I don't feel so well. And I tried to work so hard to help, and I became exhausted. I was tired. I became absent from my home, from my children's milestones, especially after a lot of a bigger separation. And now they were here, and I was not present. I became a stranger, connecting one ship to another. And I reached a time where I started to asking myself, for how long? Because I realized, yes, I'm working very hard. It's never enough. I realized I didn't have savings, emergency money, nowhere, no rest. It was paycheck to paycheck. And I started asking myself, then for how long? I'm not younger anymore. Years are going. And then, so does it mean this the kind of life? There's no social life, no time for family. Of course, there are opportunities, there is work to do to earn money, but you are absent. That's the reality in these Western countries. And I started searching. And what broke my heart is when my kids were asking me, after coming from a very long shift, I barely had a rest, and I was connected to another one, and they were like, Mommy, are you still going to work? And that broke my heart. And I started searching. Actually, I searched for 1 year looking for something to do. I tried some other businesses, but they were expensive to start because I didn't have savings. And one time I came through social media. A person I knew, and I saw her advertising on social media about the business, and I was curious because I said I needed change, and I've been praying about something, and I said, let me check it out. What if this is something that could change everything for my life? And when I checked out, I was excited, and I didn't waste time. I was not ready either, but I said, with this opportunity I've seen, I'm not wasting any time. So that's how I jumped in, and I had a support from my husband. I'm so grateful for him. And they said, what are we waiting for? Let's jump in. We are not ready. We don't have anything to start with, but we have to look for ways to start. And that's how I jumped in. I'm in the business. I'm so grateful. Now I have the harmony you talked about. I'm peaceful. I've connected with so many beautiful souls here, the global community, the relationships, the support, and there's so many other benefits in the business. I'm growing. The personal growth that I have, or I've gained for a few months, it's paramount. I cannot explain. I'm learning and learning each and every day, and I'm so grateful now. I have the harmony. I've started reducing my work hours and becoming present mom. I'm so grateful. And this business actually I share with my boys, with my husband. They know what is happening. They are so grateful. They are happy. And I'm now certain I'm building something big, legacy for my kids, my family, and I'm heading towards time freedom and financial freedom. I'm so grateful to God for this opportunity, and I trust in God that now the future is in His hands, and I'm certain that I'm building something big. So I thank God for 2025, the best decision I've ever made in my life. Thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Miss Naomi. I really, you know, I think the past couple of days we have different feature guests, and it's so amazing how we all resonate about being a present parent, because and the thing is it's very hard. When do we want to stop? Because as parents, we want to provide for our children, really. We want to be there for our children. We want to give them the best, right? But sometimes our work really takes that away from them, like you have worked so many jobs and overtime and stuff, and just with when one of your kids said that, are you gonna go to work again, with that kind of word that he said, it made you really ask yourself, is it real? Is this the money is this something I want to leave my kids if something happens to me, like my kids would be like, no, my mom's always busy, she's always at work, you want to leave a great memory to your kid, or you want to leave something valuable, not finances, but your presence. So that is very, very amazing, Sis Naomi. I'm really touched, and I mean, it's really hard to find the right business, and you probably all tried different business. I'm just glad I found this gold mine without having to try different hoops and loops and different business, because there's a lot of business out there. I've seen them now, and I don't know if it is as big as this one. I don't think it is. This business is really a gold mine, and I am glad that you found it for your family. And I'm also grateful and thankful that you shared your journey. And grateful and thankful that I met you. You met this wonderful ladies out here, and Brother Ryan as well. He's always the in and out because he also works. So we accommodate anything, and that's the beauty of this business, is because we're flexible. But thank you so much for your guys' time. Thank you for sharing your journey, Sis Naomi. Good luck on your journey. I know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. Stay in there, hang in there, because we are also hanging in there. So anything can happen. It might not be smooth sometimes, but the storm will pass. According to our guest yesterday, every beginning has its end. So it is up to you how you want your ending to look like. So, and it's how she put it. Always remember the word "I can." You can do this. You can be successful. You can, do not use the word will or shall, because that's the future. You just don't know what will happen in the future. So just remember, guys, we are here to inspire you, and we have different guests every week. So you guys tune in, be inspired, be loved, be motivated. We are continuing to give you guys a lot of positivity. So hopefully you guys are embracing our positivity and our love. So have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Take care, Sis Naomi. Good luck on your business. We will be here cheering for you, and we'll see you. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good
Thank you.
evening.
Nice meeting you, Noemi.
Bye.
Bye-bye.